It's week 3 of the National Football League. Coming up, we've got Aaron Rodgers. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Packers and the Bucs, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And here comes the winner of the last 2 NFL MVP awards, Aaron Rodgers, as he brings his Packers out for their first series of the game.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
Rodgers going to come out throwing. He's going to get this one complete here to Cobb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Had no open man that time. They end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field. And, of course, at quarterback, 23-year veteran who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get him down past the 15, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Brady now to throw. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
I think they might have surprised him there, partner, because you try and guard the first down line first and foremost to stop them there, and they just went ahead and bypassed that in a big way and took a big shot downfield.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Brady. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. It's really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Brady now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Buccaneers at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Brady again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Here's Brady. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Rodgers now on 1st down. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Green Bay needed to get Aaron Rodgers some help at receiver, and they did so by picking Christian Watson 34th overall. That's the earliest they've taken a receiver since 2002. Watson has some NFL bloodlines as well. His dad, Tim, was also drafted by the Packers, and you know his father is very proud watching him pick up that first down there.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. He's got Otten. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. But Charles, now we take a look here at their 2022 draft class. No first-round pick for them this year, but it seems like they're able to overlook that, at least in talking to them, with the type of upside that they found on days 2 and 3.
Hey, you're right about that. No first-round pick, maybe. But there was a point where their top selection did have his name thrown out there as a possible first-rounder. So now, as you described, they're hoping they can develop those traits and get a couple of difference makers out of the middle rounds.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Brady to his tight end, Brate, for the Tampa Bay first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Still 9 remaining on second down. Now Brady. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The sack goes to Chris Barnes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. They'll drop to throw. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Brady going to go on 4th down. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
To throw is Brady. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to chance.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cade Otton with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
Extra point put through by Succa, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So that drive goes 8 plays, and Cade Otton capped things off with a touchdown grab. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And you can see there, it's the visiting LA Rams who have the lead in that one. Cooper Kupp, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Alvin Kamara, a touchdown run in the victory.
And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And they might be thankful that this game is tied because the rushing game has not shown up yet. They're in single digits total as a team through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, here's a look at their numbers throwing the football in what was a very even first half. Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call in the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Brady now on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. On play action, now Brady. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cameron Brady, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point try now for Suckham. he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
To try again after the sack, Rodgers, and he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. They find some open field here. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. This is caught, and it's a Packers touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the result, a Green Bay score. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a 1-score game here in the 2nd half. 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Christian Watson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here's Brady and the Bucs. Down 21-14, 2:21 the time left. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and a 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, they take their shots.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. To throw is Brady. And Brake has it over the middle. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Brady to throw. And brought in by Brady. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Brady. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Brady. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Open man has got it. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, well, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
So now this to get them back to even heading into the break. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now this to get them back to even heading into the break. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the touchdown capped off by the PAT, and that means that we are likely heading to overtime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Boy, a potential game changer there here in the 4th quarter to kick that out of bounds. And now they get great field position at the 40 in a tie ball game. And not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines. And that is a penalty every time. And going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this. And most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Now one final throw incomplete, and time will run out here in the 4th quarter, and we are going to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. There he goes left side. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, David.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for the Packers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.